Oh, so I was listening to, I forget who it was the other day, but he was talking about self exploitation and it really struck a chord. He was speaking about where where have we actually been putting up with allowing um, self sabotaging and really just not fully stepping into our power. So I wanted to just to talk about how we can exploit ourselves. Now, people is a big one. So the people in your life, do they lift you up or do they make you feel even smaller? Do they make you feel full of self-doubt? And here's one way, okay? Sometimes, like I did a video previously to this, it's called Drawing the Line in the Sand. And I talk a lot about these toxic kind of relationship dynamics in that one. So I'd highly recommend you go and watch that. If I remember, I will put a link. I'm still learning how to do all these things on here. But now I've lost my train of thought. Yes, so, okay. Yes, I was talking about if we're in these friendships and we have these doubts and we might for a minute start thinking that the problem is us and not them. Now, if we're to be fully honest, we are part of the problem as well because it's never just, I mean, it takes two to tango and it's never just one person in any relationship. And the fact that we're allowing those people in our lives means that we are part of the problem because we're putting up with the bit bullshit, basically. Um, but if we are honest enough with ourselves and we've done enough work on self reflection and we've reviewed previous encounters with them that didn't maybe go down too well, and we've asked ourselves, hang on a minute, let's just go over that situation. And that means if you're doing that kind of work, you're holding yourself accountable for a start, and you're very honest person and really genuinely on the path of self growth and self evolvement. Because if you're not asking yourself those kind of questions, you're not fully, truly allowing yourself to grow and evolve because you're playing the victim. But you're also not not calling yourself out on your own bullshit when that does inevitably come up as well. Um, so before I lose my train of thought again, I need a sip of tea. Hold up for a sec. I need a sip of tea. Um, okay, so check out my lovely little mug as well. That my dad got me this for Christmas. It's so beautiful. So it's my new favorite thing in the world. Um, yeah. Back to the whole thing where you may doubt yourself in these kind of situations where you are basically settling for less and therefore exploiting yourself. So if you've done the review situations and you're there going, okay, yeah, no, that was a genuine like put down, or that was a genuine passive aggressive comment that I received, or that was a genuine outright uh, gaslighting situation. Then, you know, staying in those kind of friendships is a form of self abuse and self exploitation. Last year, my God, I could not escape these kind of situations any longer. I'm not trying to say that my hands are completely clean and I'm the best friend ever, because I'm not. I'm still learning to be a better friend myself. I'm still, to be honest, learning who I can trust after many, many years of, to be quite honest, abusive situations. There's no other way that I can say them. And I don't want to be expecting people to get the violins out and to be playing it off that I'm some kind of poor me victim, because I'm not at all. And I know that I've fallen short as a friend at times, but I also know that I am loyal. I will always I will always lift you up and try to point out your gifts to you. I love inspiring anyone. I will always want to for you to see your gifts and your strengths. And so and I will try to, before things get really bad, just be honest. If there is a difficult situation, I'll try to bring it up so that it doesn't, you know, I just think that's the best way. Just talk about it, not keep it all inside. But there's definitely still things that I know that I could do to be a better friend. But to be quite honest, I'm learning about a lot of the people in my life were not very good people to have in my space. I just have to say that. Now, thank God I do have a couple of really, really beautiful friends that I fully, fully love and appreciate. And so I'm very grateful for them and want to put more effort into those friendships as well. I've really realized that I'm lucky to have people like that as well. But yeah, just with self-exploitation, a lot of the time it's with people. Now, it's not always with people. It's how you're spending your time as well. And I realized this year that another way that I was exploiting myself, self-sabotaging myself, was I had pretty much no self-confidence, and so I went round in circles for years, not really knowing what my path was, not really knowing which gift to focus on. And it really scattered my energy and it really left me so fucking confused. I was an amazing life coach to other people. Couldn't seem to coach myself. And in the end, yeah, I just ended up settling for really shitty work situations. And it was only towards the end of the year that I had done so much inner work throughout the year and realized how much I had been exploiting myself and not honoring my gifts enough, and giving my energy and time in all the wrong places, so that I'd end up depleted and exhausted and I would have no energy to do the things that I really wanted to do, until it became totally unbearable. And I realized that, oh my God, I'm in my, I can't actually say my age. Oh, fuck it. I'm in my mid-40s. I need to realize that, time it goes by so fast. And how resentful will I feel if I don't manifest certain things that are within me that need to be brought to life. And so I really put a lot of effort into clearing space so that this year will be easier for me to do that. And thank God, it turns out that at the end of the year, I manifested this job that I've wanted actually for years. So next week I actually start a new job, which is going to mean that I'm going to have less time on my hands. So I'm going to have to be really good at managing my time, but it's going to give me Emotional security, stability, a good routine. It's actually going to be an amazing way for me to network myself. And I'm going to be surrounded by some pretty cool people as well. So I'm really, yeah. Um, to me, that's a sign that I did do the work this year. So, you know, it's when we're struggling, our outer reality will show us where we're exploiting ourselves, where we're just putting up with these like unhealthy situations that are not in alignment with our full self, our true self, our fullest expression of who we are. Um, I'd love to know, I'd love to hear from you. Where have you been exploiting yourself, and where are you drawing the line in the sand? Um, I think this year is going to be a big one, but we're really going to have to remain vigilant. So much love.